Welcome back. We've been gone for a hot minute. It probably don't feel like that. Kinda, because we missed 2 weeks. Did we miss 2 weeks?
We missed 1 week, low key. Nah, I mean we put a video out 2 weeks ago, so just last week is we didn't run nothing.
And I think the week before that.
No, the week before that is when we put the video up. It don't matter. We're back. That's all that matters.
Back like we never stopped.
Yeah, we had a couple of busy weeks these past couple weeks. I was up across the pond with Big Juan. It would have been perfect to do a podcast, but we couldn't do it realistically.
Yeah, we was out and about. We were down bad. We were acting a fool, but
and I have to say, top 2 hottest times of my life was up in Orlando.
I don't be outside wanting to get naked a lot, but with how that heat was, I was ready to get naked. It was crazy.
Are we gonna explain, or are we just gonna talk?
And I just want to say, I'm retiring from golf after what I displayed up in Orlando. I want to blame the heat, and I want to blame the rented clubs.
Nah, you rented clubs. It was rented clubs. It was hot. Of course, you never played. We played at Castleberry, Steve.
Oh yeah.
And TJ, he had an experience. That was for sure.
And I lost the putter, the putter head cover too.
Oh yeah.
They had me write down my card number. They said if we don't find it, we're gonna charge you for it. And I was like, well, there's no way for me to know if they're gonna find it or not, so I'm gonna get charged. That man was a man of his word. I haven't been charged to this day.
Wow,
I'm assuming they found it. But now my card number is floating around up in Orlando.
Now next time I play at Castleberry, I'm gonna be like, actually, you guys got my card info. It's under Theodore King. Yeah, that's me. Go
Only
ahead.
thing that guy charged was his date night with his wife that night. He said, "Baby, I want to go out tonight."
Well, I'm about to pull up. He's gonna see a Lamborghini in the parking lot. He's like, oh, this has never been here before.
That's weird.
Bro,
Wow.
aren't you the cart guy here? Yeah. What about it?
No, but it was horrible. And I don't want to make too many excuses, but the first thing I did say is these wedges feel shorter than usual. And I hit over the ball like 3 times that day. Because usually bad shots for me are just digging into the ground. I hit over the ball like 3 or 4 times. It was awful.
Did you touch the ball at least?
No, like completely over the
He
ball.
did have 2 or 3 times where he swung the club and completely missed.
Yeah. But I want to say my chipping around the greens, it was still good. It was still good.
Phenomenal.
But Juan had a little bunker situation that I wanted you to bring it up, but
I forgot about it. I wiped it from my memory. Usually I'm pretty good about getting out of bunkers on the first try. It's not the best, but I'm out of the sand.
Yeah.
I landed in a bunker over there. I think I had 6 attempts and couldn't get out. And finally, I just had to pick up the ball. It was
He picked
bad.
up the ball. It was
horrendous.
It was
Nothing
bad.
I did.
It was a rough day.
It was hot. It was hot out there too, and somehow the next day was even hotter.
Yeah, that was insane. But it was a rough day for both of us. But I definitely if it was rough day award, it's going to me. I can tell you that right now. That shit because Juan had some good holes. I've had 2 good tee boxes, and that's about it. No. Maybe 1 good fairway shot, but literally that's
One
about
of those
it.
days.
It was just fucking awful.
One
And
of those
I was
days.
thinking to myself, I was like, I can't play this sport anymore. I just can't do it anymore. And the heat just made it even worse. It was like the tournament all over again. We
It
were
was
playing
so
decent,
hot.
and then we started playing terrible,
That was
and then you
it.
started thinking about how hot it was, and it's just
There's no coming back.
it's just yeah, I'm fucking.
As soon as you give yourself that one reason as to why you're not playing good, it just sticks for the rest of the game. And then you're just like, well, if I'm bad, it's because it's so hot out. It don't even matter.
Yeah.
And I had 2 fireball shots, which did not help.
That
the
is
situation
true.
whatsoever.
I'll
We
heat up a
walked.
little bit.
We walked out of the clubhouse to start the round, and I looked at this guy's cart, and he had 2 little miniature fireball bottles. I said, "Yo." And
I didn't even buy him at the course. I just had him. I just had him.
So he gave 1 to Bryn because Bryn came out, and then he drank 1 himself.
Oh yeah, Bren did come out with us.
Took one?
Yeah, she took one.
Down to the house.
Yeah.
That's
Nah,
why she
Bryn
didn't.
saw-
That's why she didn't play well. It's because she was drunk. So
Brent saw the playground.
it
It
was
was over
raps.
for all of us. I was like, yep. 3 dads, 1 daughter.
It was
None of
bad
us could hold her
news.
back. Juan grabbed her by the ankle. She was like dragging Juan. She made it to the slide. It was crazy.
Wow.
She
That's
was
exactly
hyped.
how I remember her.
That girl sees
No.
the slide and she turns into the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
It's like the Incredibles when Jack gets his powers and he turns into that red little baby when he doesn't get the
That's
cookie.
it.
That's Bryn when
Can't
she
stop
sees
him.
the slide.
That was insane. But I did have a great time in Orlando. We did celebrate our friend's bachelor party, which I wasn't even supposed to be there, but luckily enough, Renee had a conference up there, so I was able to scoop my way in there for a couple days, not the whole situation. Juan, you know, he went a little crazy the first night. I heard. I didn't stay the whole night, so I don't know.
Bad news
Showed up
bears.
the next day though. He still went to the gym the next day though.
This
You know
guy.
me.
Still went to the gym next.
Yeah, what can I say? I mean, the night ended for me at 3:30. I don't know how it ended. I don't remember. I just woke up at I think like 7:30 to a FaceTime call when I was in bed, and they were like, "Yo, we're ready to go to the gym. Are you coming?" And I laid there, and it was just me and God, and I was like, "Well, I did tell him I'd go." So I went, lifted some heavy weights, dropped the 45-pound weight on my toe, like right as soon as we got there. And then, yeah, it was tough. Didn't drink the rest of the day. We went to Epcot to drink around the world, which is why it was so hot. It was just the heater. These boys were out there drinking, and I was just there like, no siree. I just kept buying water. Look, it was a good time, like TJ said. It was great, but it was hot. Like, if I take away anything from that day, it was hot. And these boys were drinking, so they were drunk. Kudos to them. You know, that's what they went for. But they kept stopping. And I'm trying to walk to, like, because it's hot. And they just kept
I've never seen this man. I've never seen anyone walk as fast as this man was doing. It was you turn around for 2 seconds, one is like 80 people in front of you. It's like, how is this possible?
They just kept, they'd be like, okay, we got a drink here. Let's go to the next spot. Say less. I'm over there walking. I turn around, nobody behind me. They're talking to some random person about what they got to drink. And I'm just like, yo, what? Like, why are we even doing this? Like, what are we even talking about? Like, yeah. It was a good time. We went on Guardians of the Galaxy. Had a little
That's a
fun.
good time.
That was a good ride.
I
Yeah.
do want to say, when we're in Mexico, and I didn't even know it was possible, because I've rarely, or if I can just think about it, I've never had bad tequila.
Oh,
Whatever
nah,
tequila
yeah.
I ordered, because I just ordered shots because I didn't want to spend too much money because, you know, didn't start working at that point. Whatever tequila I had, it was awful. And I've never, like, yeah, people don't like tequila, yada, 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 but
Mexico's the best spot. there,
I
too.
know. And I was just like, all right, let me just looked at the menu. I was like, let me just get the cheapest shots. And it was 2 shots, and it was only $11. So I was like, oh, fuck it. I can get
$11
myself started.
shots? Yeah,
for
those probably aren't good.
2 shots.
Guy said, let me get the cheapest. And then he's like, yeah, I don't know why it
Then
didn't
he's
taste
surprised
good.
they were
But I've had fairly cheap tequila in my life, and it's never tasted bad.
I don't even think a bottle of water is 11 at Disney.
That shit, well, you might be right. That shit was off. It was terrible. And I was like,
Yeah, sink water.
I'm sad that I don't remember the name of it because God forbid I ever run into a situation where that's like the mixer in a drink. That shit was horrible. Oh man, I had a nightmare about it the same night. It was kind of crazy.
Yeah, he
Nah,
took,
but-
yeah, one, like, I didn't even, like I said, I didn't really drink that day. I got a margarita, like, when we first got there to test the waters. You know how when you're not feeling too good after a night of drinking, you got to get another drink just to see how it's going down. I got a margarita, an avocado margarita in Mexico. Took one sip
Avocado
and
is
knew it
crazy.
was chocked.
Gross.
Yeah, I took one sip and I was like, well, it's because it was hot. And so the avocado margarita was like
Frozen?
a frozen one. So I took a sip and I was like, yeah, this ain't happening today. And then TJ busts around that corner. Juan, taste this. And I was like, I'll punch you in the face right now, bro. Don't even come to me with this stuff right now. He's like, nah, just smell it. And I was like, I'll throw up on this plate, bro. Like, don't bring that over here.
Yeah, it came on a plate with like, I don't remember what was on the fucking plate.
I think it was just
like,
a...
It was like a lime or a lemon.
Yeah, salt.
Lime, not a lime, lemon.
Oh,
and
no,
some
there was
salt.
something else on there.
Didn't
I
someone have
forget what
like
it was.
crickets or some shit on there?
What?
I feel like
Oh,
someone
yeah.
had some
I feel like you
random
had
shit.
something else on your plate, but I don't remember. It was a lot of
I
us.
can't remember what it was, yeah.
It was a lot of us.
But the worst part about it is I took like 6 or 7 shots before we even left the Airbnb because I didn't want to spend that much money because drinking around the world is expensive.
Yeah.
And then had like a couple of beers. So probably, I don't know how far into it, but I was already cooked. I was like, yeah, I don't know why I went this ham.
All I know
In the
is
heat too.
we got back to the Airbnb that night, and TJ goes, "Juan, I'm cooked. I'm cooked right now." And I was laying in my bed in my room that I had. And he'd go back downstairs and then come back up and be like, "Man, I'm so cooked. I just took 2 more shots." And I'm like,
Why?
"What?" I'm like, "Bro, you just went downstairs saying you were cooked. Why would you do that?" And he was like, "I don't know, bro, but oh, man." Then he'd go back downstairs and I'd still be in my room. And then he'd come back up 5 minutes later and he'd be like, "Ugh, I just took another shot." And I'm like, "Yo, someone take the bottle from this guy. What is wrong with him?"
This guy's addicted.
I mean, I'm celebrating the homie. You know
I
what I'm
guess
saying?
so.
Everybody drinking. We had this guy from Ireland there. Shout out to him.
Guy from Ireland.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I think his
That's
name
what
was,
I'm saying.
what was it, Danny?
I think it might have been Danny or something.
Guy from
similar.
Ireland came
Yeah,
out?
but
That's
like,
crazy.
I got to keep up with him because he was like, "Oh, Americans pussies" and stuff like
Yeah,
that. So I was like,
Irish blood.
let me go ahead and show you how we do it.
It was so
Fucked
funny,
up.
but
he wasn't even at Disney with us. I've been drinking the whole day. He just got there. Bro.
Oh my god.
TJ had drank so much that he had like smelled like whiskey. I think he was drinking whiskey. And I told him at one point, I was like, "Bro, you smell like," I was like, "You smell like alcohol right now, bro." 10 minutes passed, we're sitting down, and he looks at me and goes, "Hey, do I still smell like alcohol?" As if he took a shower and it disappeared. I was like, "Nah." I was like, "Someone get this guy home safely, please."
This guy's keys.
Well, the thing is, I just want to go back to the hotel, and Renee's like trying to relax, and she's still working on her computer, smelling like dumb alcohol. But I was too drunk to kind of really think about what I was saying, so I was just like, "Sniff me one more time."
He's like, "Yo, do I still smell like it?" And I was like, "It's been 5 minutes. What do you mean?" Yeah.
I'm cool.
Nah, but it was
Yeah.
a good time. Shout out Juan Q getting married
Yeah.
this year. It was fun.
It was fun.
Champions Gate, they got a pretty golf course over there. I never golfed at it, but it looked
That
nice.
shit was beautiful. And we were driving. We first pulled into the neighborhood, and I'm talking to Juan. I was like, "Damn, God really?" Because we drove past a green, and it was kind of close to the hole.
It was nice.
And the sun was just shining specifically on that green.
That's a beautiful.
And I was like, God really showing out right now.
It looks so nice.
It looked mythical, bro.
That's
It did not look
that's
real.
beautiful.
Nah.
Yeah, we searched it up, I think on whatever day it was, Saturday morning maybe when we were going to breakfast. It was $150 for a tea time over there. So
Oh damn.
for that price,
That's nice.
gotta be nice.
Yeah, that'd be
I
nice.
mean,
If I
it
miss the
was-
green, somebody better come out and put my ball on the green. Act like I made it over there.
Did you play bad there?
Oh, we didn't play. We didn't play there.
Oh, you didn't play
No,
there?
No, we just drove. I didn't even know there was a golf course over there. We just happened to.
Oh, you just drove by.
Oh, well, it was
No,
in the neighborhood.
yeah.
They were standing at the Airbnb.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
they
got
stayed in
me
the neighborhood
excited.
called Champions Gate. No,
You were
wish.
excited just talking about it. We drove past it 2-3 times. I was excited. I wanted to get out there.
Just drooling.
You give me a blanket, I go in that bunker, I fall asleep. It looked so soft. It just looked nice,
Majestic.
perfectly cut around the edges. It was nice.
Damn. I want to play now. That's wild.
Nah, 100%. Somebody gotta have an Airbnb out there again because we need to play at that course someday. Because that shit was. I know it's gonna be a terrible round, but it's all right.
All right.
It's all right.
I'll come out of retirement for that.
The golf course makes up for it, so that's all that matters. No, but I did have a good time. What did you guys end up doing the next day, or was that the last day?
Saturday,
Saturday.
we just chilled at the Airbnb. Bro, these guys, look, I knew going into that weekend that it was going to be like a lot of beverages flowing. Because those guys, because
Yeah.
Juan is a party animal. And I know his friends are party animals just by association. I went too hard. That's just my thing with bachelor parties is the first night I go extremely hard, black out, and then the rest of the weekend I don't drink because I'm just in shambles from that first night. So that's exactly what happened this time. And Saturday they were just like, "Yo, we got the grill. Let's just get some drinks, grill here, chill by the pool." I was like, "All right,
Y'all
straight."
paid for the grill?
Yeah, that was crazy. That Airbnb was actually wild for that. But
They
yeah.
made them pay to use the grill.
Yeah.
No way.
$25 extra to use the grill at the Airbnb that we're already paying well over a band for because of how big it is.
That's a rip. Wow.
But they were like, we'll do it. You know, it wasn't $25 out of my pocket, so who am I to say anything? So they go to Walmart or whatever, and they're talking about getting beers for that day because some of us, what did we do? I think some of us went to breakfast, and then some of them went to Walmart and did something else. They come back from Walmart, 8 cases of Kona. 8 cases, 8 12-packs.
On the last night?
No, this was during the day. This was like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. 11 o'clock.
Well, I know, but this is your last day there.
Oh,
right?
yeah. No, let me
Yeah.
finish. So they start playing man
Oh.
pong. Filling the cups up with beer, death cup, and everything. Couple tables run through. We play like 3 or 4 games. There's 2 cases of beer left all of a sudden. It's like 2 o'clock now. So 6 cases of beer have been ran through already. One of the Michael had to drive to Jacksonville that morning, and then he was coming back. So they call him, and they're like, hey, can you pick up more beer when you're almost back? So he gets like another 6 or 7 cases, brings them. These guys were drinking, bro. I played like 1 round of man pong. I was like, nah, I can't keep up with you guys. And they were, yeah. I mean, some of them. Oh, bro, we went. So Sunday was the last day technically because they had the Airbnb until Monday morning.
Until Monday.
But everybody
okay,
was leaving
yeah.
Sunday. Saturday, after day drinking all day, these guys were like, yo, let's go downtown Orlando tonight. I was sick to my stomach. I never heard something so outrageous in my entire life.
Well, I looked around like there's no way.
A little backstory for our viewers. I live in Orlando, so everything we did this weekend, I could do whenever I want. Like Disney, I go to Disney all the time. Downtown Orlando, I don't do anymore because I'm a father. Nah, I got a wife. You know, there's no business for me downtown after, work. So they're like, we're already 45 minutes from downtown. They're talking about getting an Uber there. 50-minute Uber, $70.
Golly.
They're like,
What's wrong?
no. They're like, no, it's okay. We split it between 5 people. It's like $12. And I'm like, y'all have fun with that. I'm not going. And then they're all like, you have to go. And I'm like, yo, I really don't want to go. And they're like, no, you have to. So they all get ready, and I'm just hiding in my room, basically. I'm just like, yo, I'm not going. Like, I'm going to just let them leave. They're all drunk. I'll let them leave without me. They won't even know I'm not there. Then Dakota came, because Dakota came that day. Dakota came to my room. He's like, yo, are you going? And I'm sitting in my swimming trunks, no shirt on in my bed. And I'm like, nah, probably not, boss. And he's like, come on, bro, just come. So I drove my own car over there because I didn't want to get an Uber. Park. We go out. You know me. I don't like EDM music at all. Like, if you ain't playing hip-hop, I don't want to be a part of it. We go to this rooftop bar. They're playing straight EDM wubs. I'm miserable. Plus, I drove because I didn't want to drink. Like, I know downtown Orlando gets sketchy sometimes. Like, every other weekend there's a shooting. So I was not trying to be any... Like, I was like, I'm going to just stay me. So I'm not drunk. I'm not drinking. We're at this rooftop bar. It's 80 degrees out at 1 o'clock in the morning.
EDM.
And they're just blasting. And I'm just like, yo. I was ready to jump off that rooftop bar. I was like, I cannot stand this. I was, shout out to Juan again. I'm not complaining. I love it. He was happy. It was his bachelor party. I'll do whatever. I'm glad he enjoyed himself. If it was my bachelor party, which I've had one, we wouldn't have been doing none of that nonsense. But that's what he wanted to do, so we did it.
We kind of did, though.
I didn't hear any EDM.
There was no EDM.
Oh, no EDM. Oh, you're about the EDM part. All right.
I would have been out.
All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
But we did do rooftop. And look, we went at the rooftop bar from mine and Jonah's bachelor party. When they started playing music we didn't like, we literally left and went to a different bar. Almost
No, we went to a different floor.
Yeah, because they had
That was
different
the three
music on
floors,
different
right?
floors.
And once
They
we
had
walked
music on
in and they were
different
playing
floors.
Slim Jimmy and Sway Lee, we stayed there for the rest of the night. I remember specifically.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing, is when I find a bar that's playing, or like a club that's playing the music I want to listen to, I'm here for that. I don't need nothing else.
I remember looking at Jonah at your bachelor party. He looked at me. Didn't even have to say a word. The Uber teleported to us back to the crib. Everybody was still out. It was me, Jonah, and I think Lewis or Bastion. One of them. I can't remember. But yeah.
There was a lot of people. That was fun.
Yeah, that was a fun
That was
bachelor
so
party.
fun.
That was,
Yeah.
that was a lot.
That was another reason I drove myself when we went downtown Orlando, is because once it was like 2 a.m., the club closed. Now they're all just, again, it's like Epcot 2.0. They're all just standing around for nothing. They're just standing there. And I was like, yo, whoever wants to ride with me back to the Airbnb, I'm walking to my car right now. And I was gone. I was like, ain't no standing around business. I'm not a stander.
Who took you on? Who took you up on the offer? Who dipped with you?
Connor, Dakota. I think that was it. I think there was only those two.
Sounds about right.
Everybody else was, doing their own thing. Some people wanted to get food. Some people, I was like, no. Ain't none of that. In the whip, back to the crib.
Nah, I feel you. That's one thing about me is, yes, I'll go out, but it's definitely a special occasion type situation. I don't like going out, like, just on a random weekend or whatever. But it's still like, yo, when it's time to go and I'm completely over it, it's, for me, like, I'm going to always let everyone know, yo, I'm out. Y'all can stay out and have fun, but I am dipping. No arguments about it. It's just, all right, it's time to go. And I'm gone.
I feel that. There's a point you just get like depressed. You're like, I gotta get out of here.
I feel like in my head now, like with how I am in my life and where I'm at, like the idea of going out is a lot more fun than actually going out and being out.
Oh yeah.
That's how I feel. Every time I go out, I regret it. Every single time.
Yeah,
every single time, bro.
Like every time
Especially-
if I haven't been out in a while, I'll be like, damn, a nice night out, drinks, some music playing. That's probably gas. And then I go out, it's fucking ass to ass in the place. You can't
And
get
there's
a
no good
drink.
music. It's all about music,
music's
bro.
terrible.
If the music's good, I'm chilling. But
And you're
it's never
literally
good.
standing in the corner, sober as a skunk, just like, wow, this is what I was excited for.
Look
And
at
then
these
you-
people I'm with. You're just like, dude, I can't hang around people like
These
this.
animals.
Yeah, these animals, bro.
No, but it's worse because, like, you had an eventful day, so you're already tired. But it's worse when, like, you're vibing the whole day. Then you're, like, it's getting closer to going out. You're drinking a little bit. You're getting all dressed. All the boys are hyped. And then you get out there. Then it's like, fuck, I wasn't really expecting to feel this way, but now I fucking feel this way. But when you're drinking all day, it's like, you already in your head, it's like, I really don't want to do this. So you already know what the vibe's going to be like. But when you're all hyped up, just to get out there and be like, damn, this blows. And you're just like, yeah, it's time to go back to the crib.
That's it.
ASAP.
Yeah, like Steve said, I feel like really it's just the music. Like, if I can vibe, because the rooftop bar wasn't the first place we went to. We went to another spot. Steve, it was the spot we went to after the Magic game, downtown.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
I guess they have an upstairs spot too. Oh, they have like stairs to go.
Oh, yeah,
to
they
second
do.
level. So we walk in, downstairs is whatever. Everybody gets drinks, and then we walk upstairs. And they were playing, some rap, some Bad Bunny. The vibes were nice. Like, I was like, okay, this spot isn't too bad. Like, it's a little crowded, but, the vibes are, we can get jiggy in here. And then we leave to go to the wah, 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 and I'm like, nah, dude, like, what? Like, how does that even make sense?
Yeah.
How did EDM take over this world? I'll never understand.
It's like when
Don't
you're
get
playing
me
2K,
wrong.
My Career, and the guy asks you a question, like the reporter, and then it gives you the two options on how you want to answer. And if you answer wrong, your whole career is ruined. But if you answer right, everything's good. It's like we were in the good club, and then, like, in their heads, they were like, should we stay and continue having a good time? Should we go listen to trucks
Womp,
hitting each
womp,
other?
womp.
And they were like, trucks hitting each other. And then it's just,
It's crazy. And don't get me wrong, I do like EDM music, but only at music festivals, or if I'm not even in my car. Like when we used to ride around with Bastion, I didn't mind it. But if I'm in the club and all sweating and shit like that, then it's like, nah, I'm good. The club is for me at least,
Like a vibe.
pure hip hop. Yeah. And you can slide some Bad Bunny or that vibe of music in there as well. But outside of that, I can't be in the club listening to
No,
EDM.
bro.
That's like a vampire scene right there.
Bro.
Blood's about to start fucking sprinkling from the overhead sprinkler. Nah, I'm good off the EDM in the club.
yeah, that first
But it
spot, they
did
played
take over the
Glorilla,
world.
and I was like, yeah, I might be
Turn
back
me
tomorrow,
up.
actually, matter of fact.
It's like I gotta work tomorrow night, but I can make it happen. Nah, but bachelor parties are definitely it's fun. I wish I was able to enjoy the whole situation, but I still have fun in the parts that I did show up. So, but I can't believe I don't want to keep repeating myself, but all-time record hotness in the
It
world.
was-
It had
it was-
to be. It was
Wow.
absolutely disgusting outside.
It was that dry Florida heat, that no breeze, no wind, just the sun on
Nope.
your chin,
Yep.
That's it.
and just the pavement is light, so the sun is reflecting off of it. It was disgusting.
Oh, I never even thought about that, but you
Low key,
are
I
right.
almost beat the sun's ass that day, but I took it easy because I know we
Took
needed
it
it.
easy.
But like, I was about to have words with the sun.
See,
Sun.
and I like the sun to an extent. I do. But I knew I started getting hot because when we were at Disney, when Juan started taking off, I started following him at a certain point. I was like, I can't even stand around with these dudes anymore. Juan will get like 10 feet ahead, and I'm like, look back. It's back to the 2K reference. Would I rather stay here and stand in the sun with these idiots, or I'd rather catch up to Juan and figure out what part of shade he's about to sit in for the next 10 minutes until they realize that we've gone off. But it's always fun. Our friend group. One thing I do like about our friend group and every bachelor party that we've been to so far, no issues whatsoever, or at least I don't know. I haven't seen any arguments or anything like that. And it'd be like 15 of us. I feel like you put 15 of dudes in a house for a couple of days, someone bound to cross a boundary.
Just Juan and Lewis fighting. I mean, Bastion.
Say,
But that was
But that wasn't a real fight.
That wasn't a real fight. That was just two men touching on each other.
That was just two men having a good
It was
time.
two men grabbing on each other. That's all that was. Some
Those
bachelor
guys
party
being
entertainment.
dudes, honestly.
Ironically, a firefighter and a police officer, strippers.
Hey,
That-
hey.
All
We're
I
supposed to
know
talk
is
about that part.
I was just chilling, and then I look over, two grown men grabbing on each other, and I was like, all right, finally, here we go.
And it was a water fight, low key.
Yeah, in the sun, too.
In the sun. On the dock. What more can you ask
Yeah,
for?
man.
It's American dream, right?
That was it.
That house was so sick.
That was awesome.
For my
I think
bachelor
videos
party-
of we was hitting the golf balls just popped up.
Oh, in the water?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah. Well, I think I have them somewhere on my phone as well. But nah, that house was sick. And for my bachelor party, I was looking for that house in particular, but I think it was booked out for some, or maybe it just wasn't on Airbnb anymore after what we did to it. I'm not sure.
It was booked, but it was also crazy expensive. Like, I think we had double the
I
amount
bet.
of people at mine and Jonah's bachelor party because we did it together
Yeah.
versus yours.
Yeah.
So I think that was a factor too. Because I remember looking back at the price after everything was done, and I was like, damn, we paid this much for it? But I remember it was like, you know,
It was a big house.
so many
It
people
was a
that
big
it
house.
kind of wasn't too bad for everybody.
But the house that I chose for mine was, I think it was the right size for the amount of people.
Nah,
that
yeah,
we
yours
had
was
as
good, too.
well.
I
And
do
we had,
remember
like,
waking
one-
up that last day, though, with everybody in my room talking about some drink the wine out of the bag. And I was like, yo, I have to drive home in 10 minutes.
What?
Yeah. Well, don't say everybody.
I don't know about that. Yeah, I wasn't.
It was one Q.
Yeah, no, Juan Q was asking me to drink the wine, but there was multiple people in my room when I opened
Oh
my
yeah,
eyes.
we were all chilling in your room.
Yeah.
I feel like every morning we were just in your room.
Oh, yeah, because that's
you
where
had
the pool table was.
You had the back house, right? Yeah, you
Yeah.
stayed in the back house. Yeah. No, every morning. That was just. I don't know. There's certain friends that I'm just like, I can vibe with you while you half sleeping, and Juan, you're one of them for some reason.
Chill guy.
Like Cody probably won't do it. Jonah, I don't think I've ever seen that man sleeping for real. I don't think he actually sleeps. I think it's fake. I've known Jonah for many years, and for some reason, I've never seen.
I think I've
definitely
only
a
seen
robot.
Jonah like fall asleep like sitting like on a couch like this type of beat. And I'm like, yo, are you sleeping? And Jonah hits the, yeah, man, I'm fucking tired, dude. It's like, all right, bro, chill. My fault. My sleepy king.
You know, Juan, you are right. You do go hard first night. Every
Every
bachelor
time,
party,
never fail. I mean,
every
I've only been to 3,
situation.
but I'm 3 for 3 on going
3 for 3. right
unbelievably
now.
hard the first night and then just chilling for the rest of the weekend.
The way I get out of that, because I always go hard the first night, is I just stay up as long as possible. Like, I will try not to sit down so I don't randomly fall asleep. So I'll just keep walking around until I feel sober enough where I won't feel like shit the next day. That's why your bachelor party, I was up for like 36 hours the first day. Like, if I fall asleep right now, I'm going to feel horrible the next day. Which I felt horrible for not sleeping, so I guess it canceled itself out, to be honest. But I'd much rather be sleepy than have a hangover. Having a hangover is awful. So what'd you get yourself into, Steve?
Yeah, what have you been up to, bro?
I just been chilling, bro. I ain't been doing nothing much, honestly. Nothing like that. I golfed last weekend. I just been living the normal life, honestly. Nothing like to talk about, to be honest.
What'd you shoot?
I wish I had good stories. I stopped keeping score, bro. I don't keep score, bro. I think honestly it was like a 110.
All right.
It's like with the. I was just me and Chris on Memorial Day.
But did you
Chris
have that one
Tarzan?
shot that was like,
Yeah.
wow, I can't wait to come back out here?
Oh, I had some great putts, not gonna lie. But other than that, it's golf.
Yeah.
Same old, man. It's just
You feeling a little sick right now?
no.
Oh. You sniffling. You got a little stuffy stuff right
That's
It's
now.
just
the
sad.
drugs.
Yeah.
No.
Doesn't have a
Drugs.
cool story to tell.
Yeah, honestly, I've just been listening to all this fun you guys been having. I'm over here watching hockey on my TV at night, and you guys are
Oh, no,
partying.
that's a good time right there. Hockey
That
on
is a good
TV.
time, though.
Shout
That is
out
a good time.
Florida Panthers, third straight
There you
Stanley
go.
Cup appearance.
That is wild.
You know how we rep. I'm nervous.
Ain't
I won't lie to
nothing
you.
wrong with
I
hockey
kind
on
of
TV.
don't. It's probably going to be the Oilers again because they're already up 3-1 on the Stars. But
It's 3-1.
some about seeing the same opponent that we just beat last year in 7 games, like, it makes me nervous. Like, what are the odds that we beat
Yeah,
them
I'm
2
scared.
years in a row?
No, I'm scared. I don't think we're gonna beat them. To be
Unless
Unless
honest,
they
we'll
got that
see.
stud, Connor McDavid.
We got that one guy.
That
Yeah,
one guy, you know, the best player in the league. You ever heard of
that
him?
one guy. That guy can skate.
That
guy can do it.
That guy's pretty good on the ice. I won't lie.
That guy can move on the ice. That's for damn sure.
Must have been born in the freezer
But-
the way he knows the ice.
you gotta play the game to win it though. So we'll see.
Yeah.
What
I
country
mean,
is he
we won
from?
last year.
McDavid, I think he's American, isn't he?
No.
Might be Canadian.
Canadian,
He's
eh?
a Canadian. Yeah, he's probably Canada.
And then we got the NBA Finals coming up. Thunder just punched their ticket.
That's a 4-0.
And then probably going to be the Pacers, unfortunately, even though I got my Knicks, my future, sitting in the balance.
Not sure why you'd bet that team, but
Hey,
You did.
they beat the Celtics before I bet, or I bet it before they beat the Celtics, and then they wouldn't beat the Celtics. I said, hey, I might have done something here. And
These
Tyrese Halliburton
cat
said,
memes?
yeah, I don't think so, buddy.
I don't think so.
These
buddy.
cat memes have been killing me.
That dude's
It's
hilarious.
like your best cat accent.
Bro, that dude's
Oh my
hilarious.
god.
Oh my God, foul! Oh my God!
Dude, that guy's too much.
I watched
bro.
a compilation of
Oh,
Cat
yeah.
saying, "Oh my God" the other day, and I was
I
literally
did too.
crying on my couch. Oh my God, foul!
I think he did like a quick little interview, and people were cooking him because he was talking normal. So all the comments was like, "Oh, this boy not."
Yeah, what are you doing?
That's not how you usually talk or some shit like that.
And I
But
asked him a question on the podcast, and he was like, "I mean, yeah, I guess, but."
where's he from?
He's from Jersey, I think, or New York.
I don't know.
I think he's
to be honest.
Dominican though.
He does.
Got a
he
Valley
is
girl
Dominican,
accent.
like blood, but I don't know 100%.
You know
what
those
he is.
Dominicans, those tight pants they wear.
Yeah.
I get on my friend.
They do, bro.
Now that I think about it, that's kind of how Javi sounds, so that makes sense.
Yeah, like, bro.
Low key. Low key. If you let Javi say a long enough sentence, he gonna hit you with a couple more. To be honest.
Hi.
Nah, but the tight pants situation.
The tight pants
I
just
get on
give
my
it
friend
away.
Edgar about that because I'll send him like memes like, "How you know I'm Dominican?"
Yeah,
He's like
bro.
a buff dude work at T-Mobile and got like the tight polo on,
Yeah.
the skinny
That's
ass
just what
pants.
they do, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, Mama Huevo.
Oh man.
Wow. That was
Uh,
good.
we had a good laugh.
That was funny, man.
Nah,
I was about to say
man,
something,
but
I forget what I was gonna say.
that's the worst.
What about your announcement you had today, Juan?
Oh yeah, for all 3 of our viewers, your boy's gonna be a 2-time father. Got a little boy on the way. You feel me?
Back to back.
Little guy, little munchkin, little mini me.
Go ahead and pop a bottle.
Go ahead. Go ahead, man.
He'll fill in for me sometimes. I'm gonna get this hat changed
Yeah.
to just say dad. No more girl on it, just dad.
It's just a dad.
His dad.
But yeah, super hyped about that. Due in October. The missus, she's healthy, she's doing good. Everything's going smooth so far. So fingers crossed that keeps up.
Nice.
And
That's awesome.
yeah, just praying and hoping for a healthy baby and everything to go smooth. And then we get into day 1 of golf lessons as soon as he's out. We
That's
just
it.
get right
No
into it.
binky.
No nothing.
club.
No football, no baseball, none of that stupid shit that waste our time. Straight to golf.
Yeah, we've already learned. We walk so they can run.
Yeah, that's it. Literally.
We played these stupid sports.
All I know is he won't look back on his life and be like, why did I play football in high school when I could have played golf? Nah, he won't have to worry about none of that.
Nope.
He'll grow up and be like, Dad, nobody else plays golf. And we'll be like, trust me, son. Trust. In 10 years, when you're on the tour and they're all watching you, you'll understand.
Yeah, you'll understand.
When he have a bad back before his father, it's gonna be a different life. I remember, because I still swing pretty hard, but I used to be awful when I first started playing golf. I woke up at 3 a.m., worst back pain in my life, could not stand up straight for a week and a half. I had to be out of work for like 7 days.
Wait,
I was
from
like,
golf?
Well, I was in a car accident. I'm not sure if you remember the car accident.
yeah.
Like,
Well, I mean, that's a big, important detail.
Okay. I was in a car accident back in like 2017 or 18. I'm not sure if you remember that one. And then
hilarious, bro.
I went to the chiropractor, did what I had to do. I stayed pretty good with not having back pain, except like random, like little lightning strikes down my leg here and there, but nothing too bad. But that was whatever I did when I was playing golf, like put me back to square one. That shit was.
Yeah, see, I feel like you just left out such an important detail at the beginning of that story. You were like, I played golf, and now I was out of work for a week. And in my head, I was like, damn, I'm sore after I golf, but not can't wake up and get out of bed.
Okay, I was in the car accident, but this was 5 years later, though. You know what I mean? So
Wait,
like,
what?
I mean,
because I got in the car accident back in like 2017, and then this incident happened. I don't know, like 21 maybe. Like.
Good thing you didn't play football.
I did
play football. Good thing I didn't play.
It would have been like those. Would have been like the Wile E. Coyote cartoon when he gets run over and they come with the shovel and have to peel him off the ground. That would have been TJ.
Oh, 100%. If I tried to play football, like maybe in college, because I got in that car accident after graduated high school, and then it was a depressing. I've never told that story.
The car accident?
On the podcast?
Yeah, you have.
I mean, but I don't think it's just been brought up. We haven't really talked about car accidents in general. So, I've never been in one. So,
I've been in 3.
So far, so good. I know how to drive.
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually, I've been in one, but it was in a Publix parking lot when somebody backed into me. So I wasn't like, nobody was.
I never
really
got a
moving.
real ride. Yeah.
Every car accident I've ever been in, I've always been the passenger.
Oh, okay. So it's not your
passenger.
And
princess.
every car accident I've ever been in is because someone else. No, actually, no. The one with Josh, that was kind of on him, but his steering wheel locked up. So here and there, but the other 2, the people hit us.
TJ was in the car with Josh, and he was like, Josh was driving, and then TJ was just like, haha, you can't see, and then they crashed. And TJ was like, how could you have done this? Come on, bro, how did you
Come
do
on,
that?
You were just testing his Spidey senses.
But that accident.
He's not Spider-Man.
That accident was crazy. I've never seen a car catch on fire that fast.
Wild.
That's how bad the accident was.
That's actually wild.
It was like a Grand Theft Auto car accident. Like we hit the little statue shit, and it instantly burst into flames.
That's actually
like
terrifying.
The hood.
That's
and
like
my glasses went flying, and I can't see, so I couldn't find my glasses. But I was like, this car is gonna blow up, so I need to get the fuck out of
He
this
was on
car.
the ground like, Velma.
Velma.
My glasses,
Velma.
my glasses. I can't see
Literally,
without
that's
my
what it felt
glasses.
like.
Kaboom!
Because I was looking for it at first, and the Josh's like, get out of the car, it's on fire. And I look up, and I just see the hood on fire. I'm just like, oh shit. So I just fucking hopped out of the
I'll
whip.
get some new specs later.
Well, Josh, shout out to my boy, brave soul, ran. He kind of saw him from the outside of the car, jumped in, grabbed him, gave him to me.
Ain't no way you guys were worried that much about sunglasses when the car's about to blow up.
The thing is, I am so blind if I don't have my glasses, and now I always have a backup pair now, but before I didn't. If those glasses were gone,
That was it.
I'm out of commission for
blind
2 weeks, bro. No driving.
It was worth your life if you didn't get
no working, no nothing, bro. I would be cooked, bro.
He's like, I need these glasses. You don't understand.
I actually need these glasses. This is
DJ
a
Bad
lifeline.
Bag,
right here.
no glasses. That guy would have been put on disability immediately.
They would not send me to the military. I can tell you that
It's
right
good,
now.
man.
No, but that shit, it was a crazy car
I
accident.
remember when Cody got into a car accident with Paul, and he texted me. I forget who he texted in the group chat. It might have just been our On Guard group chat, but his car. Remember where they got hit? I don't know. You guys probably remember, or maybe Steve. I don't remember when it happened, but he got hit and they spun out
coming from
on 95.
Wait.
I think it was 441.
Something. But they ended up on the opposite side of the road and they were facing traffic. It was crazy. I remember him texting me that.
Wild.
I don't remember why I remember that. I don't know why I remember that so vividly, like that time, but especially because I wasn't in the car. Like, it wasn't even like I was there. It wasn't like my life was.
Code's been in a few wrecks.
Yeah, that guy's a guy.
That guy's a.
That guy's a guy. And now he works at a car dealership, so shout out him.
So this is what you don't do when you get in the car?
They had seen him so many times there that they were like, yo, you just want a job, boss? And he was like, all right, yeah, I guess. I could work here.
Bro, he was literally, I was just telling TJ, he was on TikTok live playing chess last night.
Yeah, that sounds about right for him. He
I'm
loves
not even
chess.
lying, bro.
When we play video
Drinking
games,
wine, playing chess.
when we play
It
video games
drives
together,
me
he's like,
Insane.
he's like, hold on, I gotta finish this chess game real quick. I'm like, what do you invited me to play? What do you mean, hold on? Yeah,
It's
he
1
loves
a.m.,
chess.
brother. It's 1 a.m.
He's like yelling at his chat. He's like, I'm a 400. And the guy's like, I'm a 1200. I'm like, I don't know what this means, but I watched it for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Cody's the only person I know that'll just lock in on the most obscure thing
Yeah.
that none of us really think about for real.
That is true.
But he always gets really fucking good at whatever he's
Rubik's
doing.
Cubes.
Yeah, I was about to say, I knew that about him when we met, and he would just solve Rubik's Cubes for fun.
Juggling. That
This
is
guy's a
code.
bit weird. Nah, juggling's fun.
Yeah,
I can juggle. Juggling's
This guy's
cool.
a little weird.
Bro, you know how to spin? Do you remember him spinning the plate on the fucking
Yeah,
stick?
bro, he does weird things for sure.
Nah,
Where-
I don't recall
Oh, you
that.
don't? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he can do
He
it.
taught me how to do that. He taught me how to solve a Rubik's Cube. This man is just locked in on the most random activities of all time. Then you ask him to let me see your jump shot, and it's just it's all I can know.
That gets scary.
I've never seen Cody play basketball before.
It's not healthy.
I've only seen
Not healthy
Cody
for the
play
eyes.
golf. I haven't seen him play any other sport. He played QB in high school. Never
He's
seen
played
him.
quarterback,
Never
yeah.
seen him with the rock in his hand a single time.
Yeah, he used to be a quarterback, bro.
Nah, we've thrown the football a couple times around the pool.
Nope. But all right.
Juan doesn't go in the pool.
Well, no, I remember this vividly at the Boulevard. We didn't get in the pool that day, but we're just hanging around the pool. I just moved up not too long ago. We're just tossing the ball across. I feel like Jonah slipped, like his
No.
ankle slipped into
Oh,
the
I
pool.
was about to say,
something
that guy's
That
not throwing
makes
a
sense.
football.
Yeah, I know. Going to slipping in the pool would make a lot of sense.
Oh, man.
What a
Not
guy.
even to make fun of him, bro. It just happens.
What a friend group we have.
What a guy.
What
Fucking
an
goofballs,
absolute
all of
group
us.
of guys.
Fucking goofballs,
Talk about just
bro.
guys being dudes. That's us.
Literally. We have a big-ass friend group when you really think about it. Because, yeah, we have all of our, like, sub-sector of friends, but I feel like we typically come together on some random, mostly golf, but
Come together.
and we all just get
That's
along.
the song I thought about too.
No,
Now we do have a lot of friends. There's a lot of people out there.
there are a lot of people out there.
But none of them watch our podcast.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's kind of weird to think about, really, because then if I look at our YouTube page, it's 6 views on the last video. But, you know,
What
to
is
each
a
his
friend
own.
nowadays? Yeah.
It's all right.
Now that I think about it, do we really have friends?
No.
Next
Not
video,
one,
we got to
to be
put the thumbnail, SpongeBob with the 3 faces on his fingers. You know, the gang's all here.
Or is the chip, the
Oh, the
tissue,
chip, the
and
t-
whatever that
And the nickel, or
the penny?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, nickel. Yeah, what are the other ones?
There's three random white guys from Ohio that like our videos more than our friends.
Shout out them for real.
I
Shout out our
don't
Ohio
know who
boys.
they are, bro. Those are our boys.
They got that LeBron blood in them, that's
Yeah.
why.
Oh, those guys, those are our guys. We gotta connect with them, honestly.
Just do
Yeah.
a squad cast.
I'm locked in starting this week. We're uploading. You know, I know we had some technical difficulties with our last video. We had some scheduling issues, which is why we couldn't record last week. But once this
We're
video
back.
is edited and everything, we're up every day with some content. And we're back. Locked
We're back.
in. Because my son has to go to
Yeah.
college somehow. And I'm not working a job for the rest of my life, so.
You ever look in the mirror and be like, I can't do this 9 to 5 shit. You wake up, you brush your teeth,
Every
nice
day.
little splash of water in your face, and you just break down and start crying.
And you just punch the mirror.
You add the
I'll just be
replace my
laying
mirror,
in
at
bed.
least
My
fall down.
alarm goes off, and I'm just like, wow.
No way.
It's really already here, huh? Like, damn. Like, I just
Bro.
closed my eyes and that shit is going off.
It's so bad when you're not excited about like weekends don't even excite me anymore.
Nah.
The whole weekend is just
Life doesn't hit. My
Monday.
job's not that hard, and life still doesn't hit.
Everything. I don't even mind my job, but it's just work, bro. Like I was
I
just.
don't mind my job.
I was just at the beach for
Yeah.
4 days, and every single day as I'm sitting on the beach, my daughter's playing in the sand. I got a cold one in my hands. I'm just sitting there staring in the distance going, damn, I got to go back to the job in 2 days. Like every day.
Bro.
It's like I can't even enjoy life because it's just like shit. I got to go back to
This
work
Memorial
eventually.
Day weekend had me
Nothing,
sick.
bro.
Starting Friday, I was like, yep, Tuesday around the corner. And speaking of Memorial Day, shout out to all the people who do, put their lives on the
Yeah,
line
shout
for this
'em out, for
country.
sure.
For sure. We appreciate everybody.
But yeah, we over here complaining about our
I know.
9 to
right?
5.
I need perspective over here.
Nah,
But
they
it
don't know how
matter.
hard it is for
Shout
real.
out to y'all, but fuck all that. This shit depressing, bro. This shit.
They're out there with their boys, bro. You can't.
Nah.
Imagine just out in the desert with the boys, dude. Imagine what a life you guys live, dude.
You know what?
Come
You know
home,
what?
V6 Camaro. Lucky guys, dude. They don't even know how lucky they are.
I be on TikTok. Them boys be having fun. That's all I'm saying. They be having a great time out there sometimes.
Bro,
So,
honestly, bro, I think we should do it.
join the military?
Yeah.
Come
Say
together.
less.
Oh, man.
See, but I'm blind and my
Yeah.
bad back.
Thing about it is I already
but
got a
that,
job.
But that
I
9 to 5.
can't call out a
But that
word.
9 to 5, though.
That's why I'm doing this.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine you stop showing up to your job, they call you, and they're like, where you at? And you're like, me? Oh, I'm overseas. My fault, gang.
I'll just fight for you.
I'm on the front lines. I'll be back, though.
Where are you?
Grenade!
What do you mean, where I'm at? Where you at?
Oh man, nah, but yeah, we are back. We will, we plan on having a full-time schedule, and I promise if we do take another week off, which I don't see that happening anytime in the near future, we'll make sure we're uploading more to Instagram due to the technical difficulties and me not being able to just sit down and really lock in on the editing. It was, mostly my fault on that behalf.
Yeah,
But
TJ really
yeah.
sucks.
Yeah,
We got to do our 24-hour live podcast.
that.
You in one?
I'm locked in. I'm
24
locked in for
hours.
it.
Live.
As long as it's before
Yeah.
October. Come
So
on.
you're locked in?
I'm locked in. But come October, little guy running around here.
That guy ain't running anytime soon.
Nah, I don't know about your guys' kids when you have them, whenever that may be, but my son's gonna
I don't
be
got a
different.
kid.
That's why I
He
said
can run
whenever
right
you
away.
have them. Yeah, my kid comes out running.
All right.
That boy Juan baby about to be born. He about to have a clock right there. Like, you see this time? This is when you falling asleep.
Oh yeah, I ain't
Don't
playing
listen.
this game.
Don't
yeah.
listen to your big.
We can save
We
that
already-
for next episode to talk about that. But yeah,
We already had our fun with
This
the first
time come
one. It's time to
around-
lock in.
ain't no games being played. Jit going to bed
Okay.
at 7 p.m. locked in his room.
Every night.
Ain't hearing nothing else.
Brandon got to stay out the room. Like, yo, get up out of here.
No.
Get up
She
out.
getting
Brent might not even meet
she
her little
getting
brother,
duct taped to the
honestly.
wall. Little bro's in his crib 7 p.m. Ain't no games being played.
Nothing.
But alrighty, I think it's time for the boys to sign out. I believe this is episode 19, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you to everyone who has been watching. We do love y'all. We do love the support that we get, and we're just gonna keep on growing. Any words?
No words.
No words?
No
Just
words,
grind.
just action.
Just action. That's all I know.
About
Well,
that
this is-
action, boss.
About it. Let's go.
Let's. This is Sea and Green, and we will see y'all when we see y'all.